Before we proceed further, Colonel, I've called you here today to come and assist us regarding certain registers, the occurrence book, the cell register, the detention register, the property register, and if any, the SAP 13 register. Do you have any of those registers on your person now as you testify? Because they'll come handy for the purposes of our interaction.
My Lord, I'm not in possession of the registers.
Manje ke isizathu sokuthi ngibiza la enkantolo namhlanje ukuthi manje uzokwazi ukusiza ngama register ke lalandelayo ke le kubhala khona okwenzekile umuntu oboshiwe liyasemaselini ogcina komuntu legcina futhi izinto zakhe ke ne SAP 13 ngaphambi uqhubele phambili ke wona wonke lama register na ngoba wona azosiza kakhulu kulo hambo ngisolihamba ukuthi ufakazi cha nawo wonke ke lawo ma register ke khuluma ngawo.
Why not, Colonel? Where are they? Where are the registers that I've just mentioned?
On request, we have informed from the orchestra that they were signed out by, I forget the name of the person who signed them from our station.
Manje ke kungani manje ke yona Colonel unganawo ke lama register ngoba ke abalekile namhlanje ukuthi uyo Colonel ke uma ke bebheka ke kukhona umuntu owafika ke wawathatha ke wakhipha noma ke sengikhohliwe igama lalowo muntu lo owathatha.
It is imperative, Colonel, that we find out the name of the person who booked out those registers, because without them our interaction here is going to be futile. Remember, and I must place it on record, before I even consulted with you, I had requested a Captain Train from your station to prepare these registers, because we are going to need them for this purpose.
I think Captain Sen will have the name of the person because he went to check who took this, who booked them out.
Manje ke kubalekile kakhulu ukuthi ke manje Colonel sibe nawo lama register ngoba uma ungakhumbula kahle ngale nkathi ngikhuluma nawe ke ngiye ngacela uCaptain Mthweni ukuthi ke ayenze ukuthi lama register bekhona ke uthi ufakazi ke ngiyacabanga ukuthi uMthweni uyena ke umuntu ongazi kahle ke legama lomuntu ke lo wathatha lama register ukuthi ubani owalanda noma owakhipha.
As the court places, my Lord, may I confer with my colleagues? As the court places, my Lord, I'm indebted. Now, the person that booked out those registers, is he a police officer perhaps, do you know, that's related to the investigation of this case, the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial?
I have no idea.
Okay. Now,
manje ke lo muntu ke lo wakhipha lama register ke uyiphoyisa na futhi mhlambe nale omunye oyilungu lamaphoyisa lapha enyayo ngale cala leli kaSenzo Meyiwa na ufakazi cha ke anginalo ke ulwazi lwalokho.
Now, Colonel, I'll proceed because we are going on a short break, and I'll find out from Captain Chen the name of the person who booked out those registers, because I need them here. I need them here for proper reference for the purposes of our interaction. Now, are you familiar with all?
He was at the peak of his career. Who did not like that?
Is this just...
I'll say it was a hit. Where is the mastermind?
Thank you, Brigadier.
South African police services cannot find their own books in their own building. How can or how on earth are we supposed to trust that they have found the right suspect? How can we be sure that the people in front of us are the correct people? How should we believe their investigation? So today, Advocate Ramsipile came prepared. He came prepared And I must say, Untanzi's wish has came through because he didn't call any other, just any witness, but he called Valeria station commander. You remember Untanzi, when he was asked about the phone, he has been saying, let the commander come, let the station commander come. So now the station commander is here. And hello, members of the Court of Public Opinion. I am your host, Mrs. Independent, aka I'm not a lawyer, but I have eyes, I have ears, and I have a very healthy dose of common sense. Today we are unpacking what we just heard right now from the clip, The Mystery of Vanishing Books, and a masterclass in police amnesia. So stay put. Let's get into this. But those who still have reservation, they can hear what we are following. We are following the evidence. We're not just making things up. We're not just going with the feelings because we feel sorry for 5 accused. No, we want justice for Senzo Meyiwa. But what we're seeing is highly inappropriate. Okay. So you see, this cross-examination of Valeria Station Commander is going to pull a curtain back, or it is pulling a curtain back on some glaring administrative gaps. Okay. So when a defense lawyer like Advocate Ramusipile brings a station commander and goes straight for the jugular, they are not just looking for the for answers only. They are looking for the chain of custody, the paper trail that proves where a suspect was, who they were with, and whether the procedure was followed. So the absence of these documents is more than just a shocking coincidence. It touches on the very foundation of police accountability. So now, let's break this down with the specific items that are missing so far in this case. One, we have OB register at Valeria police station that is missing, and we have AVL data or AVL logs that are not present, some of them. And these things are so critical to the defense strategy, okay? And now when we talk about the occurrence book, the OB book register, we all know, or at least we should know, that it is the heartbeat of the police station. Every movement of a detainee, from being booked in to being taken out for investigation purposes, must be recorded with a time stamp and the signature of the officer taking responsibility, right? So now, if this book is not available, it shows the gap, because if the colonel of the station cannot name who signed out for this OB, it creates a black hole in the timeline. And guys, you cannot blame us and the defense when we say this suggests that the accused was taken to unauthorized location, or that custody of Ntanzi was compromised, potentially leading to the claims of duress and undocumented interviews. And here's my intentional raw perspective. The state case is built on these pillars of evidence. One is AVL records, two, it's confessions, it's the OB register and the pockets book. But one by one, those pillars are being revealed to be made of sand. We are talking about a station commander here, the person in charge of oversight, admitting to a total lack of internal control. Bible. Jani. I mean, if you can't manage a sign-out sheet, how can you manage the integrity of a murder investigation? For me, it is an accountability vacuum that should make every single member of the Court of Public Opinion to be deeply, deeply uncomfortable. And those who are saying, people who are opposing, who are against the evidence of the state, they have low IQ and they feeling sorry for the 5 accused and Gabis. I mean, I've always said, follow the evidence. We are not here to convince people to follow us, to listen to us, but we are here to, give the deep dive of the happenings as they happen in the Court of Public Opinion, or the Court of Just Strata. So we're not convincing anyone to follow us. We are just following the evidence. It, doesn't just look like poor filing. It looks like a system failure to preserve the integrity of the investigation. How does a high-ranking official not have a record of who took a high-profile suspect out? One. At what point does administrative negligence become obstruction of justice? And the defense is clearly banking on the idea that if the paperwork is a mess, the prosecution narrative might be a mess too. I mean, it will be interesting to see if the state can provide a reasonable explanation. It gives a hidden hand theory, It suggests that officer investigating the Senzo Meyiwa trial might have been the ones to take the records. It might be, because honestly, it shows the tempering concern. If the records were moved by a specific team investigating the case without a formal handover, it opens the door for defense to suggest the record could have been altered, suppressed, or hidden, and you cannot blame them. And again, it suggests the contamination of evidence. In forensic skepticism, any evidence that leaves the official safe zone, in this instance, we're talking about the station records room, without a signature, it is considered potentially contaminated. And for Ulona, for the colonel, the station commander, when he was asked, Uguti, actually, who signed out for this register? And he said, I don't know. He just said, I don't know. And for me, now this honestly shows or portraying that the police services is either incompetent or evasive. Because, I mean, honestly, it looks so convenient to say, I don't know, looks so convenient. I mean, it's a convenient way of avoiding naming a specific colleague who might then have to be called to testify and explain why the documents are now missing. And common sense dictates that a station commander or a station wouldn't just let vital registers like this to walk out of the door without a name being attached to them. It's highly impossible. Defense narrative that the investigation was flawed from the start, from the beginning. The investigation was flawed, and Advocate Mngomezulu used to say, one is tempted to say this case was cooked and cannot find their own books. How can they be sure that they have a right suspect in front of them? How can they be sure? How can they show us, give us confidence that they are on the right track? They have they have investigated the matter to the fullest, and they are so sure about what they have as their paper trail. So, members of the Court of Public Opinion, this is all I have for you today. Not today, but for now. Let me know what you think. Is this just legendary incompetence, or is it something more intentional? Because from where I'm sitting, if the police can't find their own register, they shouldn't be surprised when the public can't find any confidence in their investigation, you know. And what I'm going to ask you to do, members of the Court of Public Opinion, I am going to ask for your I am going to ask you to drop comments below on the comment section and let me know if this missing paper trail destroyed the state case for, it destroyed the state case for you, or you are still, buying the official narrative. And yeah, remember to like, subscribe, and share the video. Most importantly, comment. I would love to hear your views on this one. Until the next video, keep safe.